I can also take Lai Nian Q home. After receiving my call, Wang Maosai readily agreed. He knew this meant I was very satisfied with his efficiency, driving the Lamborghini back to the mansion. When he returns the car keys, he can also make an impression on the chairman. In the future, if there are any promotions or raises in the company, just based on this experience, he'll already have an advantage over other competitors. On Qian Shao's face, a look of joy also appeared. Although Wang Mao Ke asking him for tea was a form of supervision, an ordinary person wanting to meet Wang Mao Ke even once would be extremely difficult. If others knew that he only spent 10 million to connect with Wang Mao Ke, they would surely die of envy. If Wang Mao Ke casually let a small project slip his way, it would be enough to earn back this entire 10 million. I casually tossed my Lamborghini keys to Qian Shao. You help me hand the car keys over to Uncle Wang here. After a brief pause, I continued. The employee who was driven out by those two sold 700,000 worth of clothes. Don't forget to pay him his commission. Qian Shao nodded repeatedly. Young master, rest assured, the commission and the severance pay. I won't short him a single penny. For him to be able to sell so many clothes, it proves he's a capable person. If he still needs a job, I can hire him directly as a shift manager. I shook my head and said with a smile, Boss Qian, don't compete with me for talent. Stretching, I prepared to go to the pedestrian street to find Liu Ruyan and Linian Qiu. Young master, can we have your contact information? Xiang Lan asked in a small voice. I waved my hand. Go find Boss Qian. Taking pictures in the car, it's 100 yuan per session. Xiang Lan and Fang Qingqing showed delighted expressions. They immediately turned to find Qian Shao. They had already lost all face in front of me. They didn't dare to bother me further. Arriving at the pedestrian street, I easily found Liu Ruyan and the other girl. The two of them were already strikingly beautiful. Right now, quite a few people were gathered around, asking them for their contact information. Liu Ruyan hid behind Lin Yan Qiu, her expression extremely flustered. Linian Qiu had a cold expression, shaking her head like a rattle drum, constantly rejecting the people around them. I even saw one particularly persistent guy. He had clearly been rejected, but he was still trying to persuade them endlessly. Hey, buddy, they didn't give you their contact info, so don't bother them anymore. I patted the guy's shoulder and said, buddy, I don't think you get it. I really like these two girls. They must be testing me. As long as I can show them my sincerity, they'll definitely agree. I pushed through the crowd and glanced at the two girls. Let me show you my pickup skills. I can make both of them follow me with just one sentence, believe it or not. You? They just rejected so many people. Don't embarrass yourself. If you can do it, I'll let you kick my head like a soccer ball. I smiled and walked up to the two of them. I held out my hand to them. Let's go. Li Nian Qi's eyes curved, filled with a radiant smile. She took my arm. In Liu Ruyan's eyes, there was fear mixed with anticipation. Like a drowning person grabbing a large log, she used both hands to grab my wrist, letting me lead her away. I raised an eyebrow at the guy from before. Buddy, we're leaving. After breaking free from the crowd, Liu Ruyan looked at the direction I was heading and asked, brother, are we going home? She didn't even realize that she no longer resisted calling me brother. I nodded. After we take Sister Nan Q home, well, go to the hospital for your checkup. I'll also go find third sister for a bit. My third sister, Liu Xiaoxuan, is a doctor at the Jiangchang Hospital of Traditional Chinese Medicine. Although she's young, her acupuncture skills are already superb. In the original story, today, the Jiangcheng Hospital of Traditional Chinese Medicine will have a VIP arriving for emergency treatment. During the acupuncture process, Liu Xiaoxuan failed to notice the patient's internal organ damage, causing the patient to nearly die. At that critical moment, the male lead, Long Aotian, stepped in to help. Although the patient's life was saved, he was left with a permanent disability. Because of this, the Liu family had to pay a huge price, just to quell the anger of that VIP. To thank Long Aotian for his help, they also gave him a lot of money. And my third sister, Liu Xiaoxuan, in order to learn Long Aotian's medical skills, eventually became one of Long Aotian's harem members. In the outdoor parking lot, I took the Bentley keys from Wang Mao Ke's hand. Uncle Wang, sorry to trouble you today. Wang Mao Ke flashed a fawning smile. Young master, your business is my business. How could it be any trouble at all? I pulled Liu Ruyan's hand and introduced her. This is my younger sister, Liu Ruyan. Yan Yan, this is the person in charge of the Jiangcheng shopping center. You can just call him Uncle Wang like I do. If you need help with anything in the future, you can also find Uncle Wang. Uncle Wang. Liu Ruyan hid halfway behind me and called out timidly. Does this mean I can't look for you anymore in the future? She asked in a low voice. I was stunned for a moment, then patted her head. This girl is just too adorable. I really don't know what the original owner's brain was made of. You can look for whomever you want. Liu Ruyan's face turned slightly red as she lowered her head, but the corners of her mouth curled up unconsciously. If this jerk could also be like this every day, that would be great, she thought to herself. Wang Mao Ke glanced at me, then looked back at Liu Ruyan. He took a business card from his pocket and said with a smile, "Miss Ruyan, if you need any help in the future, please don't hesitate to ask." I took the business card and placed it in Liu Ruyan's hand. Waving to Wang Mao Kai, "Uncle Wang, we'll be leaving now." Driving the car, the group quickly reached the city outskirts, an old residential area at the junction. Li Nianqiu's rented house was here. "Liu how about you just drop me off here?" Li Nianqiu said. "My house is just nearby. It's just a few minutes walk." I glanced at Li Nianqiu. She was probably afraid I would see her dilapidated old house. Although she was usually carefree, her family's circumstances made her a little insecure. "Maybe we should just drop her off first." Liu Ruyan clenched her hands into fists. She still remembered when she was first found. I had also come and seen her house in the countryside. The moment I stepped out of the car, I looked at the yard full of chicken and duck droppings, and the house built of mud, and showed unconcealed disgust. She was afraid that I would inadvertently show a look of disgust that would hurt her friend. "Is it very close?" I asked. Lin Nianqiu nodded. "It's a 2-minute walk to my house." After parking the car, I headed to the convenience store next door. When I came out, I was carrying 2 boxes of milk and some fruit. Yan, help me see if for a first meeting with the parents. Bringing these things is enough." Liu Ruyan looked at Lin Nianqiu as if asking for help. How did she not know I also had such a roguish side? Li Nianqiu burst out laughing. "It's not like you're asking for my hand in marriage. Why are you preparing all this? Isn't it because I think she's too pretty, and I am afraid she'll be wooed away by someone else in college? Then I'd just have to be single forever," I joked. Li Nianqiu's face immediately flushed red. She bit her lip. "Then let me say this first. You're not allowed to criticize my house." I nodded repeatedly and blurted out, "Don't worry. A dog doesn't scorn its poor master." As soon as the words left my mouth, I regretted it. Hearing this, Li Nianqiu and Liu Ruyan doubled over with laughter. The 3 of them walked into a small alley. After 2 right turns, they finally arrived at Li Nianqiu's house. It was a 2-story wooden house. The height of each floor was less than 2.5 meters. With just a little effort, one could climb straight up to the 2nd floor. Li Nianqiu and Liu Ruyan both looked at me nervously, trying to read the emotions in my eyes. Looking at the house before me, a nostalgic look appeared in my eyes. I remembered when I was very young. On summer nights, my grandmother would hold me and sit in the yard in front of the door, fanning me with a palm leaf fan. I wiped away the tear about to fall from the corner of my eye, and noticed that Liu Ruyan and Li Nianqiu, the 2 of them,